Sports.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it to 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First carry for Corey Clement, and not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
On first down, Wentz. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A heck of an effort there on the scramble. Leaves him with just third and a yard.
Third down.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 43. They'll run with Scott. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
This pass complete, Wentz to Ertz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. We get a look at what Ertz did receiving-wise last week. 7 catches, 122 yards.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
Almost able to intercept it. That's what he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Wentz will try again on second down. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with third and 9 looming. Now Wentz on third down. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
Complete to number 17.
Alshon Jeffrey. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a first and 10 right at the 30. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Murray's no gain there on the completion, second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They get 6. That'll leave them with third and 4.
Fitzgerald
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Murray now on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Murray hook it up with Kirk for an Arizona 1st down. Throwing now is Murray. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Murray on the tackle.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
On 1st down, Drake. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Drake, the ball carrier.
I check on the numbers for Kenyon Drake last week. 15 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Lead to Kenyon.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Drake, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
1st down, Eagles.
Wentz now on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 30 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they get their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
Cardinals.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give them confidence and let them knock it through.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
39-yard line.
Shotgun now for Murray. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Williams.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Drake. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Tackle made at his.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face. That's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents. If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. First down, Murray. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. 7. On first down, Drake. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Your last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Murray a give. This is Drake. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 13-yard line. The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Wentz on the
Give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. On the carry, this is Scott. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
3 on the play. First down, Philadelphia.
Wentz now on 1st down. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson.
Wentz's pass.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very
10
short.
yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, it's Clement. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. And an Eagle first down.
To throw is Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He's got a 1st down and then some in midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. On the carry, it's Edmonds. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gary on the
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
From the gun, Murray rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
It'll be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
Ball carrier.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Larry Fitzgerald. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Eagles take over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Christian Kirk on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 31.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
they run with Edmonds. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
One of the advantages of zone defenses, I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. Well, the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's Edmonds. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
Run down at the 4-yard.
A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Murray. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a
I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Eno Benjamin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overrule the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
All right, time for us now to discuss Alshon Jeffrey. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards, obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, allocating extra resources to try and stop the guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from him. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's going to go down again. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center, and he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. They run it here with Edmonds, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
A gain of only
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Takes it at the 7. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Christian Kirk on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman.
Murray's pass intercepted by the Eagles. They'll take over.
Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
And the Cardinals 13.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop any defensively. 3rd down.
Complete. Buda Baker there on the coverage.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
To number 88.
Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
That's a 48-yard ball.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
To Chase Edmonds.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. Oh, Edmonds has it knocked loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And oh no, everybody on that sideline holding their breath as Kyler Murray is slow to get up here. Well, he gets attended to. They'll step aside. On the ground, it's Clement to start the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Gain of 10. First down, Philadelphia.
Here's Scott. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
The Eagle ball.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of a yard.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
That's caught by Jackson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
13 yards.
And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
37-yard line.
Now Scott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Plus of a burst right there.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. On 2nd and 7, Wentz going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at at their own 31-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance. Going to come away with nothing? Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
To Christian Kirk.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Into at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hundley. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Edmonds, the ball carrier.
Brought down by Nate Gehry. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Hundley. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Javon Hargrave coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Throwing, Hundley. They'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll run with Scott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
At 2 yards.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Trying to pick it up with Clement. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and this game is tied again here in the 3rd. 31-31. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let's shift now and discuss Deshaun Jackson. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Philadelphia.
Wentz leads with Clement on the draw. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Cardinals' 12-yard line.
Wentz now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
Coverage by Myron Murphy.
Now Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
The football going back over to Arizona now. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter. That was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it. They've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Play brings up 3rd down and 5.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw, and that is incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
Recovered by the Cardinals.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They go again with Scott, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 44. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And again this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Your first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.
31.
A bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores.
For Christian Kirk.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Their defense got to stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion at even 20 yards. From midfield, here's Wentz. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Baker there on the coverage.
Throwing is Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Clement. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Corey Clement.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
41. Cardinals 31.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Takes it at the 7. Now it's Priest here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get point. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
It's 2nd and
the last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
It's 3rd down.
Here's Wentz to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Eagles have good field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 35-yard line.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Fletcher Cox, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. On third down, he'll drop to throw. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. At 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll run on first down. Scott, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He's
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Scott. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Austin Scott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That's a 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Finds the open target, Arnold. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. For 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. His throw caught right around the 6. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's caught at the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves.
But I'm a bad writer.
exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Second and 7.
Once again, it's Clement, and he'll take this one up to about the 13. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
And it's third down.
Now a give right side. It's Scott, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's now,
as usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. He'll get this to his running back, Benjamin. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
Second and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Philadelphia, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4.